All right, we are live. How you doing, everybody? My name is Dave Kettner, and I'm here with our ASM and our expert team from Amazon, and today is October 23rd, and we welcome you guys to this call, and I'm glad that you guys are taking the time to be with us here today. We're actually here for your benefit. Today's it's almost a little more than a day before ASM closes. You guys have been getting a lot of information from us about everything that ASM is. We did a really good long 2-hour webinar last week. We've gotten lots of great feedback from that, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. We had a really cool Fast Start webinar on this past Monday, and we have some people running and doing stuff with that. We're going to talk about that. But this is just going to be, there's nothing organized here today. It's just, it's really, it's Google Hangout, just hanging out with you guys and answering your questions, telling you a little bit more about us, our stories, different things that we've been getting from questions and whatnot. We're going to answer those as well, and let's get started. So again, my name is Dave Kettner, and we have our team of experts down below. You probably see everyone's picture there. We'll all have a chance to talk and share. If you guys have questions, like I said, just as you have the questions, put them in the chat box over on the right side, and instead of typing them all out, we're going to be really talking about them. So lots of things to talk about here. I know you guys have been bombarded with so much ASM stuff, and if you're on this call, there's probably maybe you're a little bit on the fence. You're not sure about the program. You're probably right about ready to buy, and you're not really sure. Or there's something holding you back. So hopefully we can meet whatever your objections are on this call and get you moving in the right direction with ASM and really joining us here. So anyway, I want to start to share a little something with you. I started this business about a year ago. I was part of the ASM2 launch, and I think this is going to relate a lot of people because I've seen a lot of messages where people have been talking about, hey, I think this program is great, and I really want to get started with it, but I just don't have any money, and that's something that I've seen from a lot of different people. And I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I was in the same boat. This time last year, right before we started hearing about ASM, we've been working. My wife and I have been working from home. I've been working from home since the spring of 2009. I've been doing a lot of internet marketing, and my wife came on board from home. She stopped working full time in October of 2010. So we had been doing it for a little bit, but we're starting to struggle. And we were talking about my wife going back to work, and it just happened to come about that this ASM thing popped up in my email, and I happened to see Mr. Peter Carr, who you'll hear from here in a little bit, happened to see his video on there, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? I called him up and said, Peter, what is this thing? Tell me more about it. Well, long story short, we didn't have the money. In fact, I asked Peter, I said, hey, is there any way I can share, can I be your business partner? Can I learn the training from you? We just don't have $3,500. And Peter, he sat down, he came over, sat down with my wife and I, and he said, you really need to make this happen. And the reason why I say you need to make this happen is because the training's good, they'll help you a lot, but you really need the tools. He sat down, he showed me all these different tools, and he said, I can't share these tools with you. It's tied directly to my Amazon account, so you really need this. And then he showed me the ASM Facebook group, which you guys will all be a part of. I think it's about the 4th week of the course, 4th or 5th week. They give you access to it, and he started showing me the tremendous amount of information and interaction that was going in there, and I couldn't believe it. It was a wealth of knowledge. And he said, you won't have access to this if you share with my account. It's only through my Facebook account. And then he said, let me tell you about the ASM event. And he shared with me, which was the very first ASM1 event, and everything that happened there. He was showing me the different things, the recordings, who was speaking, what they talked about. And he goes, you need to be at this event. He goes, and if you don't sign up, you can't go. The only way you can go to the event is if you own ASM, right? So he convinced us to find a way. So my wife and I said, okay, we made it happen. We cleared up some stuff. We put it all on our credit card. We put it on our credit card. We borrowed money for our first inventory order, and needless to say, within 3 weeks, we had our first sale. We started making profits. I think our first sale was on November 11th last year, which was Veterans Day, and then by the end of December, we had already made I think it was just under $45,000 in sales. So we made our money back. We paid off the course. We started putting a lot of that back into inventory, and then it's been a done deal ever since. But what did it for me was I saw Peter doing it, and he showed me all these other people who were doing it, and there was another person that I met for lunch with Peter, and we saw him doing it, and somebody else. I knew that if these guys were doing it and they were successful, I knew that if I followed that proven path of success, that I was also going to be successful as well. So for me, before I even bought the course, it was a done deal. And really, that's what we're here to do with you guys today. And that's what I've been trying to show you during this whole launch period is why you want to be with our group. And the thing is, you want to follow the path of proven success, and that's what we've laid out for you. And I know there's a lot of people that are promoting ASM. You might have gotten some other information about other people and their special software, or this special mastermind group or whatever. But and I will never put anyone else down. I'm not going to go out there and say, oh, you know what, this affiliate is promoting this and his whatever heard something is crap. We won't do that. I mean, that we don't promote negativity. One thing I hate this time of year is the negative ads, the politics and all that. I just can't stand it. What we'll tell you, though, is what we are and what we're about and why we think you guys should be with us. And I hope that's what sells you on the program, because of all our people that we have on our team, we're doing over $1 million a month in sales. I mean, think about that. The people that would be coaching you is doing more than $1 million a month on Amazon. Is that someone you want? Is that a group that you want to follow, or do you want to follow a group that just says or talks that they think they know what's happening on Amazon, or they go by theory? It's kind of like when you're in college. If you guys went to college, I mean, would you rather learn it from theory in college, or do you want to learn it on the job experience? We offer on the job experience. So that's what one of the major things we have from you, from us for you. And I think another thing is just our authenticity. What we offer, our honesty, our high integrity that we have. You're not going to find it anywhere else, and you're going to see that just by hanging out with us and talking with us. And also, if you guys were a part of our Fast Start bonus, anyone that purchased from us the first 50, they got our Fast Start bonus of our Fast Start webinar on this past Monday. In a few minutes here, I want to share that with you, because there are some people that are just taking that and running with it. And in fact, we have one person that already has their samples ordered already, which normally wouldn't happen until, I don't know, week 3 probably of ASM, and the week 1 doesn't even start until Saturday morning. So obviously we're offering something of value. So anyway, that's a little introduction for me. I know I've been speaking here a lot, so let's hear from someone else. How about Peter Carr there? I mentioned your name, and what do you have to share about a little bit of my story, since you were right there with me?
Thanks, Dave. It's a very unique thing. You hear a lot about people up and running real fast. I did this in my part-time. I had a full-time job and all the family concerns. I had to borrow money to make my first order from China. So I wasn't the poster child for speedy results. Quite the opposite. After going to the first ASM conference, I did a short video testimonial, and they actually used that in part of the marketing for ASM2. And that's the video clip that Dave was alluding to when he said he saw me offering testimonial about the ASM course. He calls me up and he says, "Was that you?" I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, is it working?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, how come you didn't tell me?" I said, "Because I didn't want to say anything until I knew it was working." So I'm not the poster child for fast results, but I might be a poster child for, if I can do this, you can do this. I'm not techno-savvy. I had to do it in my part-time. I had limited resources. As Janaea so affectionately put it, I started out ghetto. I got Kinko to print my labels on an address label sheet, and I stuck them on my product by hand. I had my first order from China shipped directly to my house, and I put the labels on and I shipped it off to Amazon. So some of the stories that we can look back on and laugh at now, if you want something bad enough, you find a way. But I think to finish what I'd like to share with you, if you're on the fence and you're considering taking a look at this, it is beyond a viable business plan. It is a phenomenal business plan. I can look you in the eye and smile and tell you that it definitely works. The benefit associated with this incredible group of people is we've been down the road ahead of you, and we have a desire to share and to give back and to see you benefit and prosper and grow from our mistakes and successes and strengths and weaknesses. And it's genuine. It's not something that's it doesn't go away at Friday at midnight. We're going to be doing this. We're going to have a day of training in Vegas at the big event in February. We're going to have access via Facebook. We're going to do weekly webinars. We are here to share with you a lot of great stuff, and the experience on this group of people is just completely off the chart. I'm thrilled just to be here. I feel like a kid again, and I take notes more than I talk. So with that, I'm going to shut up and let somebody else talk.
Yeah, he says that, but pretty much whenever he talks, there's brilliance coming out of his mouth. When he spoke at our live event in Las Vegas for our own personal training day that we do the day before the ASM event, he moved the room, and there was a few people. I think they were tearing up, and everyone's hugging and everything. And it's because of that man right there. It's a lot of great stuff usually comes from his voice. So we always tell him, make sure you speak, because there's always wonderful things that come out of Peter's mouth. So thank you, Peter. Well, I'm sure we'll get some more information from you there too. You guys, you just said something there. I think I wrote this down here. Is why are we promoting ASM? Now, this is something that I've heard come up in conversations. In fact, one person emailed me and they said, so Dave, why? I guess you're not making that much money on Amazon. Is that why you're having to promote? You have to promote the coaching part of it because you're not making much money. Well, I think anyone that's seen our testimonials, they've seen the different stats that we have put up there, our screenshots and whatnot. That's not true. Okay, everyone that's on this call right here, all of our speakers are doing tremendously well. None of us. Well, let me put it this way: we definitely don't have to be doing this. We're really doing it because like Peter just said, we want to give back. Yeah, we do make an affiliate commission, but we work our butts off for that affiliate commission. And the affiliate commission, I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys, because we even talked about this. Why are we putting so much time and effort into this? Because if we put this much time and effort into our own product business, where would our product business be at the end of the month? Much better off than we're making from the ASM promotion. I can guarantee you that. But why do we do this? And I'm gonna throw this question out to everybody. I'll answer it first. Peter kind of already alluded to it. And really, I mean, for me, it's first of all, I'm a teacher at heart. I went to college to be a teacher. I've always been a coach with sports and a mentor, a trainer, and I taught in classroom for 6 years. And then after that, I actually taught teachers. I was the instructional specialist where I worked with teachers for 6 years. And then I built my business from home. A lot of different reasons why I'm not doing it anymore. I just enjoy working from home, and I can work with people like you and other people, and that's where I get my coaching, my teaching side of things. But that's part of the reason why I do it, because I love coaching, I love teaching. I have a passion for that, and I have a passion for giving back. My spiritual beliefs with different things is that I feel that I'm blessed with things, and I want to further bless other people with that. And really, that's the main motivation why I personally do, and my wife and we personally do and give back, is because we feel that we want, again, we're blessed, and we want to share those blessings with other people. And really, I mean, we can't lead the horse to water, right? You have to decide whether you want to take what we're offering you and do something with it. We are here to work with the people that are our action takers that want to come on board with us, and we hope that you do that, because you're going to hear in a minute some of the other motivations of why people are doing this. But I mean, the majority of us, I think all of us, that's why we're here, because we could be making a lot more money if we were focusing on our product business, which we will. We'll get to that point. Even if we're not satisfied where we're at financially, our business is going to keep on growing. So. Who would like to share? Why are you guys promoting ASM? Who would want to step up and answer that one?
I'll jump in there, Dave. This is Minders. And basically, the old adage we've all heard, that which you need to learn, teach someone else. So I'm really looking forward to teaching again this time around, because last time I promoted ASM was right after I started, and it was because my wife had joined the business, and I was working my other business full-time and just, helping her out. I got to go to the live event 3 months after ASM started, and that's when I really got hooked on the business. And I had to catch up, because I had just listened to audios on some of the training, but hadn't gone through the whole program. So I figured that if I trained a group of people through this program, like we're going to train all of you who join, then I would have, a real motivation and excuse to learn this business myself. And so what happened was I, started with a new product, our second product, along with everyone else right at the beginning of the course, with a determination, to follow the time frames that Jason and Matt put in the course, to get one going up and live. And that particular product, which I followed using the exact system that you'll learn, has become our most profitable product over time. So, that's why I'm looking forward to sharing again. Get me, into the routine, get a new product up, and bring it through the right paces, and get rid of some sloppy habits.
Thank you. Who else wants to share? I'm gonna have to call on somebody if no one's gonna step up. I feel like I'm in school again.
I can go, Dave.
Go ahead, Jerry.
So my background is in consulting. I've had my own business for about 10 years now, and really, for me, it's always been a love-hate thing. I love doing what I do, which is really helping to help people shift to feeling less overwhelmed, and getting to the stuff that really matters in their life, creating the space for that, all the things that are coming at us. And I do a lot of work with people and with corporations and such. But the other side of that is it often takes me away from home. You kind of live in that life of working out of your suitcase and staying in different places. And so when ASM came along, it was just the right time for me. For two reasons. One, wanting to be home more often, and two, the other part of being an independent consultant is it can be a bit of a roller coaster ride with the finances. And I had one of those years where it's kind of like the perfect storm. You try to diversify, you try to make sure you've got something going, and everything just kind of fell apart at the last minute. So I jumped on ASM, kind of viewing it as a supplemental income, because I still enjoy doing what I do for consulting, and perhaps for some of you out there, you want to keep working at what you do, but you just want something a little extra to keep supporting you. So that's what I got on, and I found a business partner because I had less time to put into it. So that's another option for you if you're feeling like you have not enough time. One thing is think about finding someone you could do it with. That worked really well for me, at least. And so I've been in it since ASM2, and what I'm really hoping to help with all of you out there is we've all got busy lifestyles. You're trying to do this course on top of everything else. And I think one of the things that we offer that you're not going to find with any other package, and that includes what you get with ASM, is really how to manage that time, how to find the space to do your support, to do your ordering, and all that kind of thing. If you still got the busy family life and the kids and the work and so on, we'll be able to help you with both organizational tools and process to really keep life sane, right, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. And you brought up a good point there, because that's something that people have been talking about too. Is should I partner up with somebody? It would make it easier if if I shared this course with somebody, and what's the positive, what's the negatives with it, and so that's great to ask. How about let's ask your business partner? Your business partner is Julian there. Tell us, Julian, about what it is like having doing ASM along with with Jerry there, and how you guys have formed your partnership. How does it work? Positive, negative, that sort of thing.
Well, for all the good stuff, only Jerry.
So we can meet out Jerry, so he can't respond until you're done talking.
Awesome, thanks, Dave. So so for me, my type of employment, I've been working in the education industry, kind of like Dave used to. Not as a permanent position though. So my employment was also cyclical in the sense that I would just get contracts. So sometimes it's fantastic and it's more than full-time work, more than I can handle, and then sometimes there's a period where you don't have any work, and there's just it's kind of like a similar flow to what Jerry mentioned, right? You have highs and lows, and that was kind of tough, and I kind of at the same point in time that Jerry was looking for extra income, it was the same for me. So when we started out together, it was kind of a good match. Jerry had more employment than I did, and I was in one of those times where things I wasn't getting work, we didn't have contracts, so I had time. Jerry had more money, so it was something. It was kind of a good fit, right? So if that's something that works for people, try to find that. you don't necessarily need to, to quit your job and just jump into this, head, foot, everything all at once. Most people tend to start out by buying the course, and then they just kind of work at it part time. Like that, they let the success warrant when they want to, go in a little bit deeper. So that's kind of how things played out for us. After not too long, a few months, things were looking interesting with the business. So I decided just to not work anymore and just kind of jump in and go with it full time. Again, anytime you do that, it's not completely safe or comfortable. Just like a lot of people right now might be thinking, should I spend the $3,500, right? Can I afford that? And if we always go after the option that you feel is really comfortable, like job security or not spending the money or this or that, then we're never going to be successful, right? I mean, if people want to work from home and have career freedom and this and that and make a lot of money, well, if you're not willing to dip your toes in and kind of take a little bit of a leap and go with it, then you're not going to be an entrepreneur, right? So, for me, I kind of took the leap, and things are looking okay, but you always have to kind of put yourself out there a little bit to have success, right? So, I mean, I know I've talked to a couple people over the last year about ASM, and people, I've studied with, they have business degrees, and they're really interested, but they always say, well, I don't know if I have the money to do it right now, or, I don't know if I can find the time. And, a year or two goes by, and they don't do anything. So you've just kind of got to take a little bit of a leap of faith to start out, and if you don't, we can never have success. So that's just kind of the way I think about it.
Now, I know one thing that, and thank you for sharing that, Julie. I definitely appreciate that perspective because you guys are the ones that are on our group here that have business partnership there together. Well, how do you, as far as do you guys like take different tasks and things that you do that you focus on? Are you responsible for one part of the business? Does Jerry do another part of the business? I mean, how do you guys handle that? Can you guys be logged into the system at the same time? How do you work that out? How do you do the dynamics of the business together, I guess?
I can jump in a little bit.
Sure, go for it.
So, I mean, it's really ebbed and flowed, partly based on how much time that I have. But we each have, what's really great is we each have our natural gifts and our interests. So, I mean, Julian, he loves to analyze things, right? I mean, he'll come back with some stuff. He'll be like figuring out what we should do for inventory or advertising. Come up and have these like fantastic, spreadsheets all decked out with these formulas and this and that. I'm just kind of scanning through and going, okay, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Where I've got more passion on the customer service side and on the marketing side and the copy and that sort of thing. So I generally drift more to that direction. So what I find is we complement each other's strengths and weaknesses, and so then we sort of naturally go into different areas. But we also, we use a visual workflow tool so that, as a group, and we also have a full-time staffer in the Philippines now, Shay, who's been fantastic. She's been with us since May. So, we really coordinate really well online with this digital tool Lean Kit, which really helps us focus on making sure we're doing the right things and we can collaborate on the things we need to collaborate on and work on the things separately that we need to. And as far as the tools go, with the Facebook group, you only get one Facebook account for ASM, so that's something that has to get shared. But otherwise, there really isn't too much issue with sharing the tools. Anything else you would add, Julian? Oh, I think you're muted there, Julian.
A bit mute, yeah.
Yep, I noticed after a second. No, I mean, you kind of touched on most of it. I think Dave mentioned how does it work with like the back end of the ASM platform, like the course. Like, do we have separate logins and this and that? So we started out, I forget, we kind of switched around, but Jerry and I both have our own passwords and logins, so we can both view the ASM course from different places. I think at one point in time it used to kick us out when I would go on and he would go on. I don't know if that was a glitch and they figured that out, or if that still happens. Either way, it wasn't really that inconvenient. It didn't stop us from doing work. So, Jerry and I, are never really physically in the same place. He's usually traveling. We run an online business, and we do it online, right, with a phone and our computers. And we're in different cities, different countries, and it all works out, right? We run our business virtually, and that means working together virtually too. And luckily now we have all sorts of free stuff, right? We can work through Skype, or if you're a Google fan, you can have Google Gmail with Google Hangouts and all your Google Drive, and everything's all in the cloud. It's all free, right? You don't even have to pay a penny for that stuff, and it's pretty sophisticated set of services. And we're lucky today we can do all that, and it's free, and the stuff works pretty well, right? So we're able to make it work. We don't have to physically be together. And there's not necessarily a lot of infrastructure costs for that. Most of it's free, right? So that's a big advantage. And like Jerry mentioned, we run our business through LeanKit, which is also happens to be free. And that's what you get as a bonus with Jerry's course, right? And did you talk about that, Jerry? It seemed like you cut out on my end 20, 30 seconds. Did you talk much about LeanKit? There was maybe a little break.
Yeah, well, you guys mentioned it on the last call, but you talked about the bonus. I'm glad you mentioned it there.
Oh.
We talked about it in the last webinar. We went through the detail, but thanks for pointing it out. You're exactly right. What you guys use to function together is one of the bonuses that we provide. I can't remember which number it is offhand, but it is in our bonuses, and you get that for free when you purchase through us. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. The only other thing I guess would be, I was talking to some people that when you purchase ASM with a business partner, that you only get one ticket to the event. So it's just something to be aware of, that you get one ticket to the live event. So if you both want to go, that could cause an issue. Now they do give you a chance to, if there's tickets available, they give you a chance to have your business partner purchase one. I think last year the going rate was $497 for the extra ticket. I think they had a special deal for the first 200 for like $297 or something like that. But actually, I take that back. That was for old members. But what's going to happen here is they'll offer to everyone that bought the course for this time around, and then they'll go back and they'll offer to ASM past students from 1, 2, and 3. And then if there's seats still available, then they open it up for business partners and spouses and that sort of thing. So it's not totally guaranteed that you can get a ticket if you're buying just one course. So just keep that in mind in case that is an important issue. I did want to I see some of the chat going on in here, and I really want to hit upon this. This is one of the questions that I thought we were going to talk about here. And Michael says, the way you guys are talking, it's like it's so easy, but I'm sure like very few succeed. And Janae already responded, if you guys already responded here, but I wanted to make sure that we brought this thing out because, like Janae said, this is actually the most successful internet marketing course of all time. And they have the most successful people that are doing this. Now, don't get us wrong, the majority of people are not going to have this kind of success that we're having. I mean, when we start talking about making 6 figures a month for one person, that's rare. That takes a lot of massive action to make that happen. With that said, you guys are in the right place because we're doing it. So if you want to learn how to do that, we're going to show you the path of how to get that. But to find a way to make this work for you, to make $1,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a month, is, be honest with you, it's not that hard. It really isn't. If you just go through and you follow the steps, I mean, and this is the thing, when you guys come on board with us, this is something I mentioned in our webinar coaching series, and I stress it all the time, and there's always people that don't listen. And I don't know if they think I'm lying or they think it's bull or whatever it is, but I say the biggest mistake that people make with this course is they don't follow the directions. That's the biggest mistake. And really, you just have to follow everything step by step by step. And if you're willing to do that, you will be successful with this. That's why we offer these guarantees and these bonuses, because we know that if you're willing to take the action, you will make money. Guaranteed. There's no possible way you're going to want us to buy that course back from you after you've gone through all that stuff, because I personally know and everyone on this call is going to make money. All right? So it's a matter of, are you willing to follow the steps, and are you willing to take the action? That's all it comes down to, Michael. So I hope that answered your question, because the majority of people that take the action succeed. And we see that. I don't know if you guys were on the call last Wednesday, we went through and showed the people hitting all their badges, and the lowest badge was 5,000. There's other people hitting 1,000, 2,000, and other 5,000 badges, but they only listed the top ones. There's so many people that are making money. Once you get into the Facebook group, like I said, I think it's week 4, they add you to the big ASM group. You start seeing everyone's posts, and it's overwhelming. It's encouraging, and people just encourage each other, because there's so many people that are making money because it works. I mean, ASM has the lowest refund rate of any course as well, because it works. All right. Last time between Peter and I, and this is another thing I want to talk about too. I know there's a little bit of confusion with people. There's like 2 different groups of people here, 2 different teams, and I know it's confusing for people. So I'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But Peter and I actually promoted ASM. The 2 of us, we kind of did just the bonuses, just him and I last time. Wasn't everybody else here. We brought all these people on. We've all met together very recently, and brought all our tools, all our strategies, all our wisdom together in one here for you guys. But Peter and I did last time, and what him and I offered to our group, I think there was 50 people that we brought in, and I'm not sure. Peter might have had 1, but I know out of my 38, 0 refunded, not 1. And the reason why they didn't refund is because they were making money, because they knew that it was successful. Peter, I think you might have had 1, maybe. Yeah.
Dave, I did have 1, and
Okay.
my 2 cents I'd like to add to that, the comment about making it sound easy. It's not hard work, but we do work hard. Make no mistake, we work diligently at this. Can you do it in 1 or 2 hours in your part-time? Yeah. Can you do it full-time? Yes. Can you do it with a partner? Yes. Can you do it because your spouse or partner is got an occupation or a change in life? Absolutely. Can you do it with little to no resources up front? Yes. Our good buddy Jeff literally had a garage sale and sold his big screen TV. Now you tell me about commitment and dedication. But what I want to get across is it's not hard work. If you've never been a police officer and you went to work at the police department, you wouldn't know what they were talking about. And the first few days you might come home pulling your hair out going, this is really hard. No, you just haven't ever done it before. So if you've already done a little online work, you're already way ahead of the game. You don't even have to be techie. We work hard, but it's not hard work. There's a dramatic difference. I might be the senior citizen here, and I can tell you that in my past, I've done physical labor that was quote-unquote hard work. Okay, this doesn't compare, and the payout of being your own business owner is 100-fold worth it every time. I can't say enough. So again, I'm going to shut up and let somebody else talk.
No, you definitely don't need to shut up. We appreciate the sharing and everything. You're right. It's work, but it's definitely worth it, and it's a lot easier than any kind of work that I could think of. I know we were chatting the other day, I think, with our group there, and Janae, what time did you get out of your pajamas the other day? Was it like 11 or something Pacific?
I have employees come to my house, and I'll still have my pajamas on because they're here early, and I have to go back and take care of the kids. And they're like, well, if I worked at home, I'd wear my jammies too. It was pretty late.
So, and you guys know, today's like the first day I'm starting to finally feel better. I've gone through like this weak sinus infection, and it's been driving me crazy. And so I'm glad I'm feeling a little better, so I can give you guys more energy. And it's funny because the last call, they're like, oh, Dave, you had so much energy. I crashed after Monday's call. I was hurting so bad. But my whole point was I was still able to work from home because, well, I was still home. I'm sick, but I'm still able to get done stuff. And I wasn't thinking as clearly, but things were getting done. So hopefully, Michael, that answers your question. It's work that needs to be done. And as you saw some of the comments in there, I think some people were saying, I know Peter did it during his full-time job. Jeff was saying he was doing 2 or 3 hours a day. Jerry was doing his full-time consulting gig. Everyone started just putting a few hours a day into this. I'm gonna be flat out honest. I'm always honest with you guys. I started this full time. I was working from home, like I said, so I was looking for products to sell. First time I ever sold my own products, I was gonna sell other people's products. I had grabbed the ASM. I hit it full time. So when I tell you the numbers that I'm doing, it wasn't a few hours a day. I was doing 10 to 12 hours a day to make that happen. So to give you that a little bit of perspective, it took me 10 to 12 hours a day for 3 months to hit 45,000. Well, I'm sorry, that was probably like 30,000 a month. Okay, continue to do that over and over. By 7 months, I hit the 250,000 a month batch, which just a little bit less than that. I think 100 and something. Actually, not even just under 100. If you hit the 100K badge a month, that's more than you've created $1 million business, right? I was able to create $1 million business inside 7 months. I think Jeff was able to do it inside 5 months. I know Peter was able to do it inside a year. I mean, everyone on this call has been able to generate something significant fairly quickly, and it's very impressive. But like we said before, there's a lot of people that are doing this. So let's see, who else has something they want to share along the same topics and guidelines? And Janae, you want to hop in there and say anything?
Sure. Oh, go ahead, Julian.
I think he actually raised his hand, so he gets first dibs.
I was scratching, but I'll take that as a win. All right. I was just going to say, at the same point, we don't want to give the impression that this is some kind of like super easy and you're just going to be your roller coaster ride success overnight, because it's not. It's reality. It's like most things. You get out what you put in. Having said that, though, and like you can start with a couple hours a day or go full blown. It's up to you to do what you want, right? It's your own business, but you have that flexibility. But like anything, you get out what you put in, right? Now, what really makes the big difference, though, with this type of business and the business model is that, well, two things. One is that with the course, the way it's developed and the networks of people and really the community and the collaboration, it just accelerates and amplifies the speed that you learn. And if you do that, if you have that infrastructure for anything, whether it's business or whatever, if you can just amplify the speed at which people learn, well, you just get really drastically good at things a lot faster. And and that's the main benefit of buying the ASM course, right? Whether like there's people who buy this course who are full-blown entrepreneurs already that just don't have internet marketing, angle to their business, and it just amplifies the speed of that they learn, and they just get ahead faster, right? So, I mean, a group like ours just adds an extra layer of having like the Dream Team group to help out, or the Dave Kettner team, right? Just adds another layer of helping people avoid mistakes preemptively before they make them, and having questions that might be a problem and bog you down with 2 weeks of progress or a month of delay. You just ask somebody, and in 2 seconds, their years of experience just help you get right over that, right? So it's just accelerating the speed that you learn, beating the learning curve instead of learning through trial and error, which is the only way to be, dramatically successful in life, right? Now you combine that with the type of business model that ASM has with, Amazon FBA inventory, where they take away the whole physical operational side of your business, and that allows for really rapid growth, right? You can double your sales, and you don't have to double any kind of operational activities, right? You can triple or quadruple 10 times your sales level, and you don't necessarily have to hire new people or get a new store or do all of this stuff, right? So you have accelerated learning and a business model that allows for just really rapid expansion. And at the same time, your costs don't even go up that much either, because you're not buying infrastructure, right? So when you just combine the business model and the fact that we just accelerate our learning through group and collaboration, that's what allows for rapid success, right? It's not like this is magic, right? But it's based on all of that, right? And that's really what makes the difference. But like anything, you have to put the time and the effort in, and the more you do, the faster your results will be, like anything else. So I'll stop rambling.
No, you're good. I like your point there. This is definitely not a magic pill. I mean, that's another thing that we can hit on too. There's so much junk that's out there on the internet, and it really makes it more difficult for the good programs to really get the word out there, because people say, oh, you're a scam, it's no way that this could be true. Okay, if that's the way you want to take it, then good luck doing what you want to do. But I've never heard anyone call Amazon a scam before. But there's junk out there, so it really jades people. And what makes it really jaded for people is the fact that there's so many businesses out there that say, oh, just do this and you'll make this much money, or just refer to this many people and you'll make this kind of money. And it's not that easy. And if it was that easy, they always say if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it, right? So this is just hard enough that not everyone's doing it, or it's just a little bit maybe out of people's comfort zones a little bit. But the thing is, if you have the guided path to be able to get to teach you how to do it correctly, like you said, there's people that have no internet marketing experience whatsoever that can take this thing and run with it. You don't have to be an internet marketer. Amazon does all the work for you. So with that said, Janae, you were going to say something there before Julian went forward and shared.
I just wanted to speak to, if you think you don't have time or don't have money. I was a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool. I cook all of our meals. I had just had a baby. So, I didn't have a whole lot of time I could invest, but I was at the end of my rope. I had nothing left. We had about $500 left in credit after purchasing the course. I had to make this work in the time that I had allotted. I made a promise to myself that I would not follow any hunches. I mean, I've got a little bit of marketing background, I've got a lot of sales background, but I know Matt from a year previously. I knew that he was being honest and that he knew what he was doing. I made a promise to myself that even though I had an idea of something I wanted to start, I didn't have a choice. Had to make it work. So I watched the first video and I said, if Matt says jump, I am going to pause the video. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to jump, and then I'm going to come back, press play again, and then I will do what he told me, and then I will see what he has for me next. And it worked. It worked. I didn't follow any of my hunches. I did exactly what he told me. I had extremely limited resources. All I had was about $500 to invest in inventory, which I did. I did all of my own images. I didn't, they don't, you're not required to go buy a bunch of other courses or do a bunch of paid advertising. That's not in anything until like Module 7 or 8, and that's if you want to take it to the next level. I only had a couple hours a day, and yet I managed to make enough money that I support my entire family. Well, we do. My family helps me with this, but it's just this business. Nobody else works outside the home. We all do this together. Within 3 months, I was making enough to support our family, and that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, and I don't want anybody to be scared to think that you can't do it. It is so detailed, and if you ever have a question, then you jump on any of the numerous communities that you'll have available to you. You're going to get more than enough answers. You're going to have to figure out which one you'd like to follow, or basically you just combine it all and make your own. There are so many people that are making this work and making it successful, even at a modest pace. And so it is entirely possible to do this on limited time and limited resources.
Thanks, Janae, and appreciate that and sharing your story. That's an amazing accomplishment to be able to do that, especially with a newborn in the house. How many kids? How many kids do you have? That's not your first.
No, I have 3 under 5 at that point. They're all very tiny, so they're all high maintenance time in their life.
So that should give you guys an idea of what you can do with some of you guys that have kids. I think you know what one is, and maybe you guys have multiple kids. So you can imagine what time consumption that is just for the family. So to be able to do that with the family, and that's pretty amazing. Thank you for sharing. I want to share something. You're talking about the money issue there too. And how much you said you started? Was your first inventory order $500, Janae?
Actually, I started my first inventory with packaging and everything, including shipping to Amazon. I got it for less than 100.
And how many pieces was that?
It was only 20. And in hindsight, that was not enough, but it's possible, and it wouldn't have it would only have taken a little bit more, and and I still managed to do it. I still managed to do it without a big giveaway at the beginning.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks for sharing, because I know that's on top of people's minds. It was a common question that we received now over the last week and a half, and what I've shared with people is, usually $400 or $500 tops is what you want to spend. Really, no more than 100 pieces. And if you're on the lower end, like the 20 there, you're not going to be able to give that many away as a giveaway to get some of those reviews. 50 to 100, I think, is a really good number. And some people that were already talking about ordering this week, there's no reason to go above 100. You want to make sure that you have a quality product and have the supplier working before you go over that. But $400 or $500 tops. I mean, really, you're not going to go much more than that. If you're within the parameters of what they teach, which is finding a product that retails from between $9 and $40, you're talking about getting something for wholesale from a few pennies up to $5 wholesale. So you really don't need to go much higher than that in inventory cost. So I want to share this email. Let me bring up my email here. Let me see if I get the right folder open. There it is. I have this guy, Brian. He found us last week, and he's been working really hard to get the money, because he didn't have the money to buy the course. But he's totally been sold on everything that we've been talking about and wants to make it happen. I just want to share a couple of tidbits that he's put in here. He said, "Hi Dave, I've been away. I've been trying to sell off a bunch of stuff I really didn't need anyway. Tables, chairs, the microwave, some figurines, trying to raise money. Today I'm going to talk to," this is actually from 6 days ago. "Today I'm going to talk to a guy about selling my truck. My wife said no to selling my Harley and no to using my credit card either. I'm pretty jazzed up for something I didn't know was possible 3 weeks ago. Of course, I've heard of Amazon, never used it, but I didn't realize that anyone could sell just about anything almost anywhere in the world. Wow. With so many products and so many untapped markets, billions of people don't even own a computer yet. What if they could get one for free? Like recycle your old laptop for 50% for a new one." And well, anyway, he talks in here. He goes, it was pretty interesting what he said about like having a government program to recycle laptops. Really cool. But he said, with ASM and with Amazon, ASM ideas are endless. Wish me luck on selling some of the stuff today. Thank you for all your great information you have given me. I am so pumped. It's amazing. And then today, he just wrote me a few hours ago. "Hey Dave, sold my big GMC truck today, $2,500. I thought I'd get $4,000 for it. I've been cutting grass this week and made an extra $500. I'm still light. It's okay. I'm working on selling more stuff. I've sold a set of drawers, etc. Trying to sell my Chevy truck. Blah 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 blah." He is so pumped. He's going through and making it happen. So I wanted to share that because most everybody has some way to make this happen. If you are short on funds, you can find a business partner. You can sell different things. You can make it happen. You can borrow money. There's a lot of different things you can do. As soon as you're sold on this program, make it happen for you. Because you see from our team here, we're going to help you get there. You have to take the first step. All right, which is why we're having this call here. We're here to answer your questions. We're here to share more. You guys get to know us a little bit. But this program closes tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Friday the 24th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the course closes. That's it. If you get the money and you want to come in Saturday, they're not going to let you in. The course will be closed, and there's no guarantee that it's going to be open again. Now, this is the 4th time it's launched. I didn't think they were going to launch it the 3rd time, to be honest with you. When they came out the 2nd time, usually these internet marketing courses, they'll launch once or twice, and that's about it. This course has been so successful, though, that they've been able to come out and continue to have success with it because there's so many people there that are learning that, wow, this works. Most of the people that are coming on board the ASM is because they know someone of someone else who's having success with selling on Amazon because of the ASM system. So will it come out again in 6 months? Maybe. I wouldn't count on it, though. And if you're hearing this now, I already have people that were going to come on board when I came on board a year ago, and they're kicking themselves now because they said, "Oh my gosh, Dave, you sold $1.3 million on Amazon in the last 11 months. Where would I be?" Well, I would be even just a part of that. I would be in a much better financial place right now. And yeah, it's true. So make it happen. There's ways to make it happen. Unfortunately, we can't loan you money, but you can find resources to make it happen. So I definitely want to share that because that was a story I think we posted in our Facebook group. And I asked the guy, I said, "Can I share this with everyone?" I said, because this is really encouraging. And he did not purchase yet. He's hopefully going to be able to purchase by tomorrow because his wife won't let him use a credit card. So I did write to him today, and I said, "Hey, do the payment option. At least now you have $1,000 in the bank. Let's do the payment option to have a little cushion there." But he's coming on board. He's excited, and I'm really looking forward to him, and especially everyone else we've been bringing on to our team. It's just it's for us to get the new blood in here and hearing all that excitement again. It gets us riled up again. To the point where I was like, man, I got to spend more time in my business, which I think we're all at that point because we've been spending so much time on this promotion. But all right, great. Let's talk to someone we haven't heard from yet. How about James? Something you want to share, James? Maybe a little bit more about your story, what you like about ASM, why you like promoting ASM. Anything you want to share.
Yeah. So I just got to thinking about what you were just saying about selling stuff. I got started after quitting my job because they were gonna cut my pay. So I after a while looking for a job, I found AMM, which is the original ASM program. But to make a little extra cash to get the ball rolling, I actually went to garage sales and bought things like new stuff, slightly used stuff at garage sales and sold it on Amazon. So doing that, I got experience selling stuff on Amazon. There's a whole huge used market on Amazon, like new market. So you can kind of get that experience sending it. You can send that stuff to Amazon and they'll ship it out to whoever buys it. So it works the same way as private label, but I still suggest making sure you try to get to the private label as soon as you can. Just try to make that little. If you can only afford like the course, maybe you're kind of strapped for inventory. Sell some stuff on Amazon, and then you get that experience. And that's kind of how I started. I really got started, and it went fast for me. Within a few months, I stopped looking for a job. So I've been doing this for over 2 years now. So about helping you guys, or about why I'm doing this as an affiliate. So way back I was never really a big outgoing guy, but I ended up kind of when I first put myself out there is when I joined the National Guard and actually I got sent to Iraq actually for a couple. It wasn't a bad experience. It was good. It was my best experience of my life probably, and it kind of got me a little more or less introverted and more extroverted. And after that, I just kind of let the ball roll with my psyche. I don't know, but then I found AMM, and there was just a huge community of people got together with it. ASM, especially when the ASM started, and I just put myself out there and just started helping people because I had a lot of experience with Amazon, and there was a lot of people that needed help, and I just helped them just because I don't know, it just seemed like the right thing to do. So so I've always been on that within the community helping, and I don't know, it just kind of parlayed into this. This is kind of the first time I'm working with a big group of people, like all you see here at the first big major group effort I've ever done. So it's just kind of got me going in my life, not necessarily just my career, or not that it's a career, it's kind of a life event thing, but I don't know, it's really helped me in a lot more ways than just financially. So it just feels right to get out there and help others, I guess.
Hey James, while you're talking, did you want to share that testimony about your sister?
Yeah, so I'm kind of the big entrepreneur in the family, but my dad, kind of a little bit of backstory. My dad's kind of an entrepreneur. He does the Master's Miracle stuff and that kind of thing, but so I tried a little bit of that, and it never really worked. So so the rest of my family is kind of not as into that kind of thing, doing your own thing, and but after 2 years of me doing this as my own sole, my own job, as my own business, so I need another job. Finally, my sister this time around decided to kind of start doing it. She never really had any interest in it before. She never asked me about it or anything like that. Maybe once in a while she'll ask what I'm selling, but that's about it. But this time around, she actually got into it, and she just signed up the first day here that the card opened just a little less than a week ago, and she's already been looking for. She was one of the fast action bonus takers, so she got into that that fast action webinar and got all the details on how to get started. And of course, I helped her a little bit, but she did a lot of the work, and she's already been finding products she could sell and suppliers. She's found a few suppliers she's already reached out to, and she might have already gotten a sample. She's probably just getting ready to do that, and she'll be up there pretty quick here, even without not a lot of help from me. She's doing it on her own, and she seems to be taking it in pretty quick. And she's not a big techie guy like me or a computer guy. She's never done any online marketing that I know of. She just she's done a little bit of that couponing thing online, like some of you probably have, but she's never done any of that other stuff. Like she's not that techie. So she seems to be taking in pretty quick, and she's learning pretty quick, and she should be. She's doing this because she lost her job a few years ago. So she's been watching her kids at home basically, while her husband works a full-time job. So she's been looking for something to help her income and help her. So that's why she's doing it, and we're all here for her. So yeah.
Awesome. I thank you for sharing that, because when we're talking about these people that hopped on that fast start bonus, that was so different, because most people are not starting the course until Saturday. That's when the first module starts. Module 1 starts on Saturday morning, and then they launch a module every single week. So module 2 will launch the week after that. The first module is all about setting up your Amazon seller's account. Really, just the mindset, setting it up, that whole thing. Week 2 is finding your product. Week 3 is finding a supplier, and then getting it ordered and all that good stuff. We have people that are ordering product now because of what we shared with them on the bonus webinar and through our coaching. So even though that's your sister, James, and that was through your coaching, which is what we're going to be doing with everyone on our team. So it is a great bonus, because people are going to be able to get up and running and get products in stock, for the holidays. The reason why I sell last year is because I got everything up in time for the holiday shopping season, because the holiday shopping season just booms. I mean, usually from what we've heard, you'll sell about 4 times more during the holidays shopping season than you would during any other time of year for most products. If you're in the supplement market, you might hit it hard, more so after the new year. But it's definitely a great time to start selling to get your products up. So we had that call on Monday. It was for the first 50 people that purchased through us. It was our Fast Start bonus webinar, and I went through on there, went through a lot of information. Janae and Peter were on there helping me with it, and the feedback we've gotten has been absolutely tremendous. So it's only Thursday. It's 3 days later, and I just want to share with you a couple of stories, a couple of testimonials from 2 different people that were on that webinar, and what they've been able to do with it. So this first one here is from Lance. Again, Lance just signed up last week, and he was one of the top 50, so he got this bonus, and listened to that call, and here's what he's been able to, this is what he shared with us today. I'm so thrilled with everything Dave and his team has done to make sure I get off to a great start, even before the ASM course has officially started. Sometimes you meet people who are really knowledgeable and have had a lot of success, but they seem to lack compassion and understanding, so they're not as helpful when it comes to being in the trenches with you. Then there are those people who have lots of compassion and understanding. They're happy to be in the trenches with you, but because they don't know what they're doing much more than you, they don't have as much helpful insight to give. Dave and his team are those rare individuals that have both. They folks have and are experiencing great success, and they're willing to give of their time and expertise to help show you how to duplicate their success. It's great to have such a wonderful system as the ASM course to follow, but having expert guys to help you along the way is what makes all the difference to me. In fact, as a result of the bonus Fast Start webinar they put together for us, I've already been in contact with a handful of suppliers and should have my first product samples being sent in the next day or 2. I love that double exclamation point he puts. I don't believe the other ASMers will be at this point for at least another 2 weeks, so we're getting a huge jump start. Thank you, Dave and team. And that was from Lance. So thank you, Lance, for sharing that, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's what Lance has been able to do. And then I have another one here from Andres, and he wrote this today. He said, I'm a new Hi, my name's Andres, and I'm a new member of the Amazing Selling Machine program. I decided to join their team because I thought their bonuses were their best. Although at the time I haven't met the people running their team, I have a feeling they're going to be great guys because of all the testimonials I've been hearing. Then I met Dave Kettner and his team, and they've been tons of help. Oh, by the way, Andres is Mexican, by the way, so his English is pretty good, but there might be a few mistakes in there. I watched the Fast Start webinar, and I'm about to make my first product order, and the course hasn't even started yet. I'm willing to go all the way here. Dave and his team have really been helpful. They guide me and answer all my questions. I would really recommend everyone take this opportunity and join their team. I want to thank Dave Kettner and his team for everything. I think we will develop a long-lasting relationship. This is where the magic happens. This is where the dreams come true. Thank you, guys. So I want to share that with you guys, and maybe some of you are thinking, kicking yourself like, oh, I should have bought last week, or by the weekend I would have been in the top 50 and been able to get on that webinar. And I haven't shared this with the team, so I hope you guys don't get mad at me. I've thought this over, and this is something I wanted to offer to all you guys. Now, I didn't want to cheapen the webinar, that Fast Start bonuses for the first 50 people, but what I was thinking we could do, and if you guys think that we shouldn't do it, you can name me and you be the bad guys here, but I have a feeling you guys are all going to agree with this. What I think we should do is anyone now from 50 on, where I think we're at, I don't know, 80 sales or something like that, anyone that comes in here either, from the just didn't get that Fast Start webinar all the way through tomorrow night, my thought was to give everyone access to the Fast Start webinar so they can get started and we can take our whole team and go crazy. With the only exception is I'm going to re-record the product part where I go through there and search for the opportunities, because, well, I want to keep that special for the top 50. There are, I won't even tell you what niche we're in, but we went through and found 3 really amazing opportunities, and I want to keep that really special for that first 50, because I have a feeling that there was a few people in that group that were going to take and run with that. I didn't want to dilute that opportunity. But if I re-record that product one and find some different opportunities in there, what do you guys think? You think that's something I should share with our new buyers coming on board?
Sure, absolutely. Sounds great.
Jerry, good? James says good? All right.
Yeah,
so,
got a couple people I've been coaching them just a little bit over the last couple of days. They've already got product ordered. I mean, I know of at least 3 of them that already have product ordered.
And it's because of our Fast Start webinar, right? Yeah. So there's no other group that's offering that. Like I said, I won't put people down or other affiliates down. All we'll do is keep over-delivering, and you guys are going to realize why you want to be with our team. So I will re-record over that product part tomorrow with new opportunities besides the ones that we found with the first 50. I'll edit that video, and anyone that comes in before the deadline, I'll make sure that everyone gets that bonus webinar. In fact, I will send it even to the first people as well, so everyone sees, again, my thinking going through as I go through and find product opportunities. So I hope you guys realize the value of that. And again, another great reason, if you're still on the fence, that should be a reason why you should jump over to the other side and purchase right away here. So I saw a bunch of, we have this chat that we have obviously with our people, and also you guys on this call, and also us behind the scenes that you guys can't see. And these guys are all telling me, hey, we need to tell these guys more about our bonuses, at least go over them real quick, and also about the guarantees. Now, Janae, you were saying I didn't see that question come through, that question about the guarantee. Are they talking about our guarantee or ASM's guarantee?
They were talking about how ASM's guarantee is only 30 days. How would you know if it even works by then? And how does our guarantee go on top of that?
Do you want to answer the first part of it?
Sure. You may not know. I don't think it's really enough time. However, that 30 days is enough time to see if you're a fit for the course, if it's something that you can handle. I mean, most of the people, if you're able to attend this webinar or even get any of the emails they're sending out, you'll be able to do the course. It's very much simplified, step by step. 30 days is enough time to see if you're just not handling it well, and then you would get a refund. I do not think it's enough time to get your inventory up and to start selling. That's where I think our guarantee is going to be beneficial there.
Yeah, can I comment on that?
Go ahead, Jeff.
My thoughts on that are it's we all know the program works, and I think when you get in there and you start taking the course, you can see the amount of people. There's literally thousands of people that are making money on Amazon right now. So I don't think it's necessarily, the 30 days is not to, and what Janaea said, just to back her up on that, it's not to necessarily see, oh, I can actually make money on Amazon. We all know anybody can make money on Amazon. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to, hey, can I actually do this? Do I have the mindset to do this? And I think the people that actually do the returns are the type of people that go, you know what, I can't do this, and I'm probably not going to be successful at it. And that's the difference between people that are going to be successful, because I think once you're 30 days in and you see how the program goes, it's more of, oh, okay, I can, I see what other people are doing. I've got a group of support people here within the ASM chat and forum, and I can ask questions. I've got the help, and I've got the answers I need. So the 30 days is really just more of, is this going to fit me, my lifestyle, and where I want to head as far as making change in my life.
Dave, if I can jump in there real quick too, just to add to what Jeff is saying, it really comes down to, in the next 24 to 30 hours, however much time we have left to pull this together, you're making your choice, and whether you intentionally or think you're making it or not making it, if you decide not to buy before the end of the bonus period or the sign-up period, you're actually making the decision not to go forward with it. You actually have that opportunity to extend your decision-making process another 30 days, and actually, so we were talking, 4.5 weeks until you actually have to make that decision. When I got started with this program back in 2013, I was all the way up to the very last minute. I was one of those last-minute sign-ups. Am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? And finally, I did decide, you know what, I'm not ready to make that decision yet. I'm not ready to necessarily say yes, but I'm certainly not ready to say no. And what I would encourage you, if you're kind of on the fence, if you're on the borderline, you really want to see whether or not this program is right for you, or if you're right for this program, because really the commitment level that you're going to have to make is you really want to get in and try to keep up with the videos as best you can in that 30 days. If you make the commitment to come in, to watch the videos, and do the exercises, don't just watch this and then decide you're not going to follow through and not going to do the actions, but actually take the time to go through step by step and do the course. If you can make the commitment to yourself to do this course over the next 4.5 weeks, you will have plenty of opportunity to decide if you are right for this course. You'll decide if you've got what it takes to be persistent enough, and if you want it bad enough. If you want it badly enough, you will know at the end of those 30 days. The beauty of our bonus guarantee is you're going to get extra time to be able to make that decision, and that's really just an amazing thing that we put together here.
Yeah, thank you guys for sharing that. Does anyone else want to share what they think that that people will get before that 30-day period is up? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll share something here because I think you guys, you're right on. People will know, first of all, whether the business is for you. You should be starting to make your profits right then too if you're following everything correctly. And if you're starting with that fast start bonus and really taking the bull by the horns, you'll be selling by that point too. I know you guys want me to go over some of the bonuses here, so I'm going to open up to the bonus page, and I want to share something that goes right along with what we're talking about, and that's, well, the ASM guarantees. Well, let's talk about the ASM guarantees first. Yeah, the ASM guarantee is 30 days from day one, which is the day one is Saturday, so the 25th. So 30 days from that would be the 24th, I guess, of November. So you have until the 24th of November, which is 2 days, I believe it's 2 days into Module 5. So you already have a taste of Module 5 before that 30-day period is up. You'll know whether this business is for you by then, in my opinion. If you do go past that date, right? Well, first of all, let's just talk about that date. So the 30 days, what the ASM guarantees is full money back. No questions asked. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you tried to do this full tilt or you did nothing. All right? You will get your money back. That's why it's a drop-dead guarantee bonus. It doesn't matter one bit. They will guarantee it. In fact, we've seen refunds coming even past it. If you're not happy, they're going to give you your money back. All right? These guys are of full integrity, and they have their business and their names stand by. They're not. You want money back? They'll get your money back. Don't worry about it. It's going to come back. You put it on a credit card too. They're just going to put it right back to your credit card, same amount, boom, no problem. They also are going to guarantee your first inventory order up to $1,000. So if you order $1,000 of product, they're going to buy your product back from you. You could have ordered the worst possible product you could imagine. ASM is going to buy it back from you because they know that if you followed the course and you bought the inventory the way they taught you, even if you didn't, they're going to be able to sell it on Amazon. They're going to buy your business from you, basically, and they're going to sell it for you, and they're going to make a profit. All right? So they're going to help you out by giving you your money back, and then they're going to make money off of your work, basically. But for you, you get your $3,500 back or your first $1,000 or $2,000 payments. You get that back. You get up to $1,000 of your inventory order back. Plus, they're going to pay you $500 cash. Now, I don't remember them doing this before in the past. They're going to give you $500 for wasting your time, basically. If your time that you spent that you wasted, they're going to pay you $500. So even if you, and this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, James was talking about he's the only entrepreneur in his family. I'm in the same boat pretty much. My brother, who is 8 years younger than me, he still lives at home with my parents. I was thinking, you know what? He should buy this course on his credit card and return it in 30 days and ask for his $500. Why not? What's going to stop you from doing that? He needs the money. Maybe that would be a good thing for him. But, I mean, really, they're going to pay you $500. If you want to send this back, they'll give you $500 cash. So, really, that's the no-brainer guarantee that you have nothing to lose. Now, in addition to that, that's where I'm going to switch my screen over to our bonuses. Because if you go past those 30 days, then we have our bonuses that cover you there too. And let me make sure I get the right screen open here. And I can do this correctly, because usually I do this on 2 screens, but I'm doing it on 1. So, do you guys see the my bonus screen come up there? Anyone? I can't see you if you're nodding yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good, because I went to a different screen. Sorry. All right, so we have 2 personal guarantees that we're offering. So if you go past that 30-day period and you're stuck into ASM now, we're going to give you 2 guarantees. First of all, we have our personal success guarantee, whereas if you go through the entire course, and we write all the stipulations in our bonus emails that we send out to you when you sign up, but if you go through the entire course and you implement the things you're supposed to implement, it says right there, implement tools, strategies, follow tips and advice from us, and the teaching from live events, all that stuff, and you don't make $1,000, well, I will personally write you a check for $1,000, okay? People are like, oh, okay, well, I spent $3,500, okay? All right, that's the personal success guarantee of $1,000. We also have our bonus number 10, which is our $3,500 ASM course guarantee, where if you have gone through the entire course, you have taken all 8 modules, you've implemented everything that has been taught step by step. So you finished the entire course, you earned badges that shows that you've actually done those steps. You've gone to the live event, or at least watched the live event recordings, and you're still not satisfied with ASM purchase after all that, after February, then we will personally buy your ASM course back from you for $3,500. So you spend $3,500 on the course, you decide after all that you don't want it anymore, we're going to buy it from you. We're going to give you $3,500, and we're going to buy your course from you. And if you guys heard our call last week, the reason why we're going to do this is because we know that someone else is going to want this course because it's in high demand. So we have no problem buying it back from you. There's plenty of people that are going to be waiting online to buy this course. So there is full guarantee that if this doesn't work for you, even after the 30 days, you are guaranteed to get out of this. So I don't know how much more of a guarantee that we can give you. Like I said, nobody is offering something like that. You have a $1,000 personal guarantee and the $3,500 course guarantee. So in addition to everything we provide you, it's fail-safe because you can fully get your money back. I'm going to switch over to my camera here if I can find the right screen again. Now, guys, I know when I share this with you, when we first decided we were going to work together as a team, and I told everyone that I was going to share that bonus, you know, some of you guys, you're like, wow, what are you thinking, Dave? You're going to buy this course back from people? But really, honestly, what do you guys think about that now? I mean, what are your thoughts about that guarantee that we offer people? Maybe Miners, let me ask you first, because you have been doing things like this for a long time. You know, what's your thought on that guarantee that we offer?
Well, you know, I have some mixed thoughts on it. I mean, I first of all, I think it's absolutely over the top. You know, so it takes every excuse off the table for someone who's serious about working the business, because now you have several months to go through the complete cycle, see if it works for you, and if for some reason it's not working or it doesn't fit your temperament, you know, you've got a full refund guarantee, much longer than has ever been offered before in any type of internet or business op course. So, you know, it's a great thing from that standpoint, and should be a wonderful incentive for anybody who hasn't bought yet and is on this call, because, you know, you're obviously thinking about working the business. Now, here's the other side of the coin. You know, you know, I personally don't like the idea of you know, giving an out. You know, and I sort of say that tongue in cheek. This is an absolutely fantastic bonus, but, you know, it has now become, you know, so easy to say yes, you know, with that bonus, that, you know, you just have to work the business. And why is it that we're able to offer that kind of bonus, you know, that's never been offered before? And the reason for that is because this is, as has been mentioned before, the fourth go-round on this course. And so the techniques have been perfected so much, you know, not only in the course, but with the people on this call, the training group, you know, that's going to help you succeed, you know, that it's easy to give that kind of bonus, because the only way that you cannot succeed is if you quit. You know, if you determine it's just not right for you, and you just stop working the business, you know. And so what we've done here is we've taken away, you know, every risk that there is, basically, you know, in working this business successfully.
What else? What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Jeff, I think I know what you think on there. How about sharing what your thoughts are about that? I'm calling you out, Jeff. Is Jeff even hearing me? I see him looking at the screen, but I don't think he hears. You must be muted. This is proof that we are not as techy as you guys think we are. It doesn't take that much to run this business. We have Jeff, who runs a multi-million-dollar business over there, and he can't unmute his screen. How about that? Still can't hear you, bud. How about James? What do you think about our guarantee?
I don't know. The only thing I gotta say is you're not gonna need it. So, but it's there for you.
Do you agree, Janae?
Yeah, we're going to have people that want in. We're going to have people that want in, and there is no guarantee there's going to be another one. So yeah, if you're going to open up your spot, we'll have people lined up for it.
Hello?
I heard Jeff mumbling in the background. Hey, Jeff, wake up there, bud.
I'm here. My thoughts on it. If you go all the way to buying product and you quit this course, I will personally buy your product from you. How about that?
There's a new guarantee. There's bonus number 11. Jeff will personally buy all your product from you. All right. Yep. We have to write it in there. James, you want to put that on your bonus pages too? Guarantee number 11. Bonus number 11 guarantee from Jeff Sharman. The thing is, when we put this bonus up there, you know, these guys are like, Dave, what are you, crazy? You know, I said, you know what? Actually, if anyone takes us up on that bonus, I think they're crazy. But you know, you're exactly right. If you go through this whole thing, it's not for you. Then I don't want you doing it. I mean, it's really not. It's not. I don't want you wasting your money. We want you succeeding. So we just made this drop dead simple for you guys, and that was one of the ways that we did it. So thanks for sharing. let's go over the other bonuses. I'm gonna whip through them really fast because, like I said, we spent a lot of time going over them last week, and you can always watch that recording. So let me switch over to a thing right now and start with bonus number 1 here. All right. So I'm not going to go over the retail value. I'm not going to go in these in detail. I'm just going to go over again what you get. And if you guys have any questions about these, please put them into the chat box. And after I go through all of them, we'll answer them. So bonus number 1, we have our Build Your Business alongside our top Amazon sellers, which is us and some people that you haven't even met yet, actually, that are on our team, and through team collaboration. The first thing you get is the full day live training in Las Vegas. It has been confirmed that the dates are February 5th through the 7th, which is a Thursday through Saturday, and we will have our event on February 4th. After we get our numbers from, when cart closes tomorrow, we'll start booking our event for the 4th, making sure we get a large enough venue, and start getting you guys all booked for the event. Hopefully, as many people on the team can come. It is really a life-changing event. It is nothing but pure content. You will leave there with so much information, so full of different tools and strategies that it's going to be unbelievable. To the point where I still to this day, haven't even implemented even part of everything that I've learned from the 2 events I've been to and then the recordings that I've watched from the first one. But it's going to be an amazing time. You're going to be able to meet so many different people, network. All these people here, we've made all our relationships pretty much through the events, through the different connections that we've made. And Robert Kiyosaki is a confirmed speaker, and so is Sir Richard Branson. Amazing. Kiyosaki spoke last time. Janae shares a picture. She has her, when she had a picture with Robert Kiyosaki, and him and both Richard Branson are going to be there. And if that doesn't show the integrity of what our program and what Matt and Jason are all about, I don't know what it is, but you want to be at that event. Find a way to make it happen. If you're hurting financially, just make your sales. Go through and follow everything that we are teaching, everything that ASM teaches. Make those profits, and you'll be there. We have our live 8-week mastermind training and webinar series. We have one that goes right along with every single module. Our first one will be next week. I'm not sure what day it's going to be yet. I'm going to check with the team here and see what works best for everybody else, and then we'll make that happen. And it'll be once a week, along with the thing. It'll be extra coaching and support that we're giving you through the webinar series. Both those first 2 bonuses from the people that Peter and I brought through last time, that was what people spoke most highly about and said it was really beneficial to them. Then we have our Insider Skype group and our Mastermind Facebook group. We're going to be adding all our people that just joined starting tomorrow into those 2 groups. We have expert interviews with people that are generating over 6 figures, some of the people obviously that are on this call and some others. That's something you're going to want to learn from. Bonus number 2 is learn how to pick your best product to sell. We already started that. We started that with our Fast Start bonus, and already given some help to the people that were on there. All of us. It's been amazing to see people ordering product already. But we have the proprietary selector tool, which James has provided for us. You guys are going to get access to that. You're going to have the swipe email copy files, which you guys are all going to have as soon as I send that recording out, because I gave access to people for that already, so they can start using those swipe files with their suppliers. And then we have our product sourcing guidance too, which will help you even define the quality products that you want and negotiate the best price. And then our bonus number 3 is the Insider Secrets to Outsourcing from China, and this is all from Minders. They're on the call. He's going to be doing a live outsourcing webinar in week 3, which is when we're going to be talking about the sourcing of your product, and a lot of people are going to want to go through China. Other people won't, but the people that do, that's going to be very beneficial. And then he offers his China resources as well to go along with that. Bonus number 4 is the software tools to gain competitive advantage over your competition. These tools right here, again, James Harbaugh has created these, and we have the keyword tracking tool, coupon tracking tool, product scarcity tool, and keyword inspector tool. All these things are amazing bonuses, amazing tools. You see the value for that in itself. They're worth over almost about $2,000. We have people that are promoting ASM, asking James, hey, I'm promoting this with you guys. Can you give me access to these tools? I really want access to your tools. Highly valuable what you're getting access here to. You guys are going to see it. I'm looking forward to doing some of these too. James has been really great at going through really getting coupon sites out there and making those work for you. I'm sure he's going to provide a lot of valuable information about that too. Bonus number 5 is discovering the inside information to business funding. This is going to be more launched right around, probably week 6 or 7 when you're going to really start looking at scaling your business. A lot of times we run into a cash flow issue, and this is a bonus that I'm going to be providing you with the insider contact information and different ideas of how to get better funding or get funding for your business if you need more cash to scale quicker. And then bonus number 6, discover the secrets of how to be more productive. We talked about this a little bit on the call. This is with the system through Jerry Kirk, and he's an expert at. And we have his Stop Doing Busy Work course and the compound system there, and that's all going to be provided to you very soon here. I think after we get the numbers, he's going to make them available so you can join that and start learning how to become more productive, not only in your business life, but your personal life as well. And then we have the sales contest. This is more, it's a fun thing, but you're going to be able to win some really cool prizes. Again, we're going to decide what these are as a team here. We're going to see what our numbers are and seeing some of the best prizes that we can get for you. I'll tell you right now, some of the prizes are going to be to have one-on-one time individually with us in Las Vegas, which is very valuable. We're also going to have some cool stuff that you can win as well, and so we'll be announcing that most likely next week. I know things are going to be happening pretty quickly here. If we don't announce it next week, it'll be definitely announced by the second week. But like I said, there's already people that got a head start on this because we're going to count all sales that happen from your Amazon account from the first day, which is going to be October 25th, right through, and it doesn't matter if you're making a sale that day or not. As soon as you start making your first sales from October 25th all the way through February 3rd, that sales amount will be shared with the group if you want to participate, and we'll see who finishes. You'll have the top prizes for the winners. And then our ongoing team updates for business, bonus number 8, which is our updates and partnership opportunities. And this is after the course is over. It's not like we just drop off the face of the earth. You will continue to have access to us. We'll have updates at least once a month, and you'll have opportunities for future partnerships with us, with other people, and also outsourcing collaboration. Again, we talked about that in detail last time, and so you will get more into that later. But and of course, the 2 bonus guarantees, 9 and 10, which we already shared with you. I kind of hit those first. So let me switch back to my camera here. So those are the bonuses really fast. I know I whipped through those, and you guys wanted me to provide that. So now you guys know what the bonuses are through us. You know what the guarantees are through us. The guarantees are through ASM. And we've gone through a lot of stuff here about what we're all about, some of our stories, some of our testimonies from the people that already purchased through us within the last week here, and what they've been able to accomplish. So haven't been following the questions coming through here. Is there anything there, guys, that you see happening that we need to answer? I see Carol said the last thing I want is that guarantee. I want success. Exactly. That's what Jeff was saying. You don't want the guarantee, right? But it's good to have that fail-safe, so you know that worst-case scenario is, well, you're out your time, basically. That's really your worst-case scenario. So we have that fail-safe cushion in there. Jerry, have you been following any of the questions? Do you see anything that hasn't been answered yet?
No, I think we've got. I think everything's been covered so far.
All right, cool.
So Dave, I want to jump in while you scour the questions and see if there's anything else here. There's a vantage point that I think is appropriate to throw out at this point. In this call, we've talked about fast action bonus. We've talked about people quick out the gate. We've even talked about someone who joined who said, wow, if I had joined when this other person, had last go around, I'd be this much further ahead. The thing that's important is, remember the adage, the metaphor of the tortoise versus the hare, and the tortoise always wins. This is a business that's going to set you up for the rest of your life, and there's plenty of time, to do it and to do it right. And in my experience, the people who really have the great success are the ones who follow the systems methodically, day in and day out, always focusing on sales, not getting hung up on all of the hype and the peer pressure of people getting badges, quicker than they are. Work this at your own pace. whether you have several hours a week to work it, or you can work it, full time, whatever your unique circumstances are. If you just consistently work the business, you'll be successful. So take a deep breath and don't get caught up in all of the fast pace, other than to let it motivate you. So that's what I wanted to throw out at that point.
No, I thank you for that, Miners. That's coming from experience, obviously. So I hope you guys realize Miners has a lot of experience with not only this course but so much business. So that's some great wisdom that he's sharing there. Let's see here. What Mike? You have a few things you want to share with some of those bonuses. You also mentioned something, Mike, about the funding options that are available through Amazon. You want to throw that out there?
Yeah, we'll just kind of throw that out there. I know a lot of you are going to be looking for for opportunities and funding, and thinking, well, do I have enough money to get into this business, and do I have enough money to grow this business? One thing I will definitely tell you guys, if you are looking for that $100,000 a month badge, likely one of the things that's going to slow you down in that process is your ability to have enough inventory. It's not like the product isn't usually the issue. The issue is having enough inventory that you can support the sales for $100,000, and that's probably going to be one of the big things. So as Dave gets into that and talks about some of the funding options, one of the options that is available as you get yourself established and you start to have some sales is going to be Amazon itself will actually lend you money, and they do so at a rate of like 12%, 12.9%, something of that nature. But what Amazon will do is they will offer you a series of short-term loans. And if you take them up on this and take small amounts at a time, small chunks, and start to build that credit experience, they will offer you more money and they will grow with you and become your partner. They typically offer a series of either 4 or 6 month loans, which if you're scaling into Christmas time, now would be a really good time if you had a really good selling product to scale up and make sure to ramp up and make sure you've got that inventory before Christmas time. And Amazon will work with you as your partner in that because they sit on tons and tons of cash. So that becomes a good opportunity for you to start to build your credit experience, to scale your inventory, look at the cost of money, realize that your inventory is backing the loan, but that's essentially what's going to happen. But Amazon will work with you as your partner. And what a better place to get the money than the place where your inventory actually is. They're going to be good. You're going to be good for it because they're sitting on your inventory and they can just seize it and sell it themselves. So Amazon is certainly a good option. Amazon, as you start to establish some of that experience, they will offer you an increasingly larger amount as you establish yourself. But that can be a really great source of funding as well. And we'll talk more about that and how to go through that process as we get into that section of the bonuses.
Exactly. I've seen that option before, where Amazon has. In fact, I think I did $1,000. They offered me $1,000 in the beginning of the year, and I did that. It was $4,000. I had to pay $1,000 a month or something like that from the profits. So it's not like I have to come up with $1,000. It's coming right out of your profits. But it's definitely a way to help scale your business. That's one of the options. But yeah, we'll go over a lot of different things. There are some funding options that are outside the normal things from the banks, because the banks are looking for 3 years of business experience. So if you don't have that business sales that have been coming in, then they're not going to give you the traditional loans. But there's definitely other ways to go around to make that happen, and we'll definitely be sharing that with you. So let's see, any other questions that are coming in here? Elsie was saying that such great advice, Minders. Slow and steady wins, plus perseverance. Exactly right. Let's see, I think we got a lot of these questions here. What's the preferred way in this group to review the product I've chosen? Whom should I contact? And we had some people, let's see. Yeah, we're going to use the Facebook group. Usually the Facebook group is the best option. We'll go over that once everyone is in there. We have the Skype and the Facebook group. And the thing is, with the Facebook, either one of the groups, it's just because we're the Amazon and ASM experts here doesn't mean that you guys can't collaborate with each other. And you'll see that we're going to be plugging you in there with the people that actually came in with ASM 3, and there's a few people in there from ASM 2 as well. That they're going to be right there answering your questions too, and we're all going to be learning from each other. So whenever there's something that you can help answer for someone else, we all collaborate together and work together. It is a community. Realize that this is what we do full time. Our full time business is selling on Amazon. That's what we do. So our main focus is our Amazon business. So we're all in the trenches doing that there together. Especially it gets pretty busy around the Christmas time here, because that's, like I said, that's like 4 times our sales usually are going through there. So let's see here. You guys have been doing an awesome job answering all these questions. Anyone else having questions about the bonuses or the guarantees? I didn't see any questions coming in there at all yet. Yeah, it looks like everything's been answered there. And just so you know, after we end this webinar, as soon as if there's going to be no more questions coming in there, I guess we could call it here soon. We've been going an hour and 37 minutes, and we're doing this again. We're doing this for you to help you to seal the deal, to get you on the track here. Again, if something that you are not ready to do now, then hey, maybe it could be something if they open this again. But like I said, we're looking for action takers. We really want people to change your own financial life like it has changed for us, and we really want to help you with that. Like I said, though, it's your business. You're gonna want to have to jump off that, take the first step yourself. We can't do that there for you. So let's see.
Yeah, Dave, I got one thing about my tool bonuses. So with our tool bonuses, you're gonna get free access. But if you say you go under other affiliates, they're gonna be offering information about all these resources just like us, but they're gonna my tools are so I don't want to toot my own horn, but they're developed specifically for like ASM and Amazon, and you're gonna find that other affiliates, they're gonna be showing you tools and stuff, but they're gonna be showing you my tools, and if you go with other affiliates, you're gonna have to pay for them, because with our offer, I'm offering for free to you guys, but so there's something to think about. You're gonna have to pay for tools like mine if you go to another affiliate, and but when you go through us, you're gonna get all the resources and just like everybody else, but you're gonna get my tools for free. So just something to think about.
Hey, I need to jump in on that, James. There's even more to that. He's pointing out that other people are offering his bonuses. His tools that he developed, of which there are a number of them if you look at the bonus site, and so they're having to pay for it. But here's the key: we've got on our team, James with this expertise on these programs, as well as other people with other specific expertise. So you're right here with this group. You're right with the source, of the best tools, that we work day in and day out in our business, to succeed. I use James tools and I pay for them because they're that good, and so the most important thing is when you run this business, you have to monitor the data. You have to run the numbers and keep an eye on the key metrics of your business. I mentioned in the call last time that I'm paying VAs to run those numbers for me every day because I don't have the PHP programming skills to do that. And so you're going to get a lot of those tracking tools as part of James's bonus, and I can't tell you how valuable that is. So really wanted to show the broader perspective on what James was saying.
Yeah, thanks, Miners. You right on with that, because if you're not getting those bonuses for free, you're going to be paying for those tools. So, and you're going to want them. It does make it makes life a lot easier to have things running for you. And it's another thing we haven't really talked about is the scalability of this business. You mentioned outsourcing their miners. I think it's in Module 8 is when ASM really gets into how to outsource this business. I mean, there's things that we do throughout the modules to outsource. Maybe doing having our logo or our design done for us. Paying someone on Fiverr.com or 99 Designs or Odesk or something like that. But we're talking about in Module 8 how you can outsource this entire business. So you really want to learn how to do this business first for yourself, and then you can teach other people how to do it for you. The ultimate goal is, for me personally, running our business, is to have a team of people doing our business for us, and I'm kind of just managing in the background, really. And right now I have three full-time workers for us that we are outsourcing from the Philippines. We'll teach you all how to do that. ASM will teach you. We'll give you further guidance on that. And Janae's already shared too that she has people coming to her house working. Miners just was saying that he's got people doing. We all pretty much have different people that are doing stuff for us. I know Mike Bittler there. He's an expert with outsourcing as well. Mike, you have what, like 11 or 12 people working for you now? Are you working towards that?
We've got 6 in the Philippines and just the 3 of us here locally. So not quite that many, but we're certainly making that move, and we're finding the right people, and and sometimes you bring them on and they don't work, you have to let them go. So sometimes you have to go through that process. But there's some really great training. We can really help you with that, finding the right people, and then breaking down all the tasks and the processes into a standard operating procedure, and how to then make this so that it becomes a process where you have a virtual assistant actually doing the task, you're giving them the direction, and eventually you'll hire a project manager, as we have done, who actually watches over all the technicians. And this is where we really get to be the entrepreneur and really get to step back and think about our business and look at the direction that we want to head and how we want to move the business forward, what products we want to do, and then we work with the manager to tell them what we want to have done. They create the task to have the technicians do it, and we start to really get to enjoy the Amazon lifestyle. And that's really essential.
And Mike, while you're talking there, tell me what you mean by that. What's the Amazon lifestyle? Working our butt off, sending 200 orders a day from our house, or what?
Gosh, it's really fascinating. When my wife first kind of joined me back in the business, we were maybe selling 1,200 orders a month or something like that, and almost all of them were being shipped from Amazon. But I did have one particular product that we were shipping from the house, and it was just kind of a thing with FBA. It was just made more sense at that point, and we were doing maybe 10 or 15 packages a day. And she got so excited seeing all those packages go out and seeing all those orders, which maybe made up 200 to maybe 300 orders a month, that we were actually shipping out of the house while we were kind of going through an FBA issue with that. And it enabled her, when she's actually seeing all these orders and seeing these customers come through, certainly that's not the long-term goal, is to send a big package of envelopes down to the post office every day. But you start doing 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 orders a month, and that starts to get really exciting. You start to doing 100, 120 orders a day. When I first got into this business, you get these little emails from Amazon that says, Amazon has shipped the item you have sold. And the first time that happens, you're just going to get, wow, I sold something. What did I sell? Who did I sell it to? You want to know every detail about that. And you'll get to the point you'll 10, 15 orders a day. You think, wow, I just sold something to Boise, Idaho. This is so cool. I just sold something up in Maine. Or, wow, we just shipped an order to Hawaii. I don't even know anybody in Hawaii. But as you start to get a magnitude, and you start to scale, and you start to really get all these orders, then you start to manage things by the reports. You start to manage things by exception, because everything is going smoothly, and you start to work on the things that come up, the issues that resolve. And as you get to that point and you have things moving, you can at that point start to back off on some of the detail work you're doing, being the technician, and really spend your time thinking about your business and the direction that you want to go. And that's exciting.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Mike. That's I wanted to clarify that we're all looking to make things easier for ourselves. And I've actually heard people that have been able to take this business and actually give ASM to an employee to learn it and run it for them. That's an option too. So I mean, there's so many different ways you can run this business, and so many different things you can do with it. It's pretty incredible. So I mentioned something at the beginning of the call. I had it written down here. I forgot to bring it up again. I know there's been a little bit of confusion. We had 2 teams that have actually come together as one here to give you this full group, this full bonus resources that we have available to you. like I said before, Peter and I were working together last time. We mastermind with Jeff and Ron and Julian. A couple of those guys are not on the call right now. And then Jerry approached me a few months ago and said, "Hey Dave, I would love to promote ASM with you in a few months. What do you think?" And so we brought together some ideas, and then Jerry brought on his mastermind members there, which is James and Janae and Julian and Mike, and they have a few others in their group too. All of us combined here to work together as one team, and you guys are going to get the full benefit of that. So even though we're promoting together, but we had separate links. So I know there was a little bit of confusion where some people said, "Hey, how come you were going to that page or not this page?" And we're sorry for confusion with that, but don't worry, we're all in this together. We all work together. So it doesn't matter if you signed up with Jerry's group or you signed up with my group. We're all sharing the bonuses together, and we'll all be actually working as one. So when we say I'm not gonna come in here and say, okay, here's the buy link for you to buy from, because we all have different links. So if you guys are on this call, you got on this call because they're either an email or a post on a Facebook page or an ad or something like that. There is a link there somewhere that it actually will go and give credit to the right person on our team, but you will still be in the team group. You'll get all the bonuses through us, and you'll get the right the people will get the right credit and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about what's happening on the back end. Just know whatever that link is, make sure you go to it, and you'll be with us through the group. So whoever you got through to this call, just go through that link. Make sure you purchase. Again, we only have until tomorrow night. It is right now, I don't know when you're watching this, if you're watching it live, you're watching the recording. It is October 23rd. It's 5:48 Pacific Standard Time right now. We have a little over 6 hours in the day today, and all day on the 24th. And after tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Pacific on October 24th, the doors are closing on ASM. So make sure you get that link, that purchase link. Go through whichever bonus page it was that you came on board, which is all the same bonuses, and purchase ASM. You have, James has posted there, 30 hours. You have 30 hours, and he said, "Whew, it's almost over," because we are exhausted. We've been working our butts off behind the scenes here, and we're looking forward to that countdown being down to 0, because we need a break, and it's hard to believe actually that they're actually going to start the first class on Saturday. So even though we're looking forward to get a breather, boom, they start right in with the class on Saturday. But at least the promotion will be done. We'll know our group, and we'll start working with you guys right away. So as soon as you guys get on board, we'll get you the information you need to be part of our bonuses. Like I said, we'll be adding the people on our team to the Facebook and Skype groups tomorrow. The email you'll get, which says kind of the order of how you're going to get our bonuses. We're not giving you everything up front. We're going to kind of give you stuff as you need them as we go along, and we don't want to overwhelm you with anything. But you're going to be getting a lot of information. Trust me, there's going to be so much stuff there that you're not going to know what to do with, and you're really going to need that extra guidance from us. And James took off there. Hey, James, take off. Good seeing you. Thanks for being on the call. We're looking forward to you kind of being that coach, that mentor for you, because, again, we love giving back. It is something that we enjoy, and I'm glad we're all working this together, because last time it was Peter and I, and we had 50 people, and it was a lot of work, and now we have 10, 12 of us. I'm not even sure how many we have on our team right now, that we're all going to work together and help coach you guys with all our bonuses to success. And I tell you, the bonuses that you guys have access to, it really blows me away, because we've made it so easy for you guys to succeed, because we didn't have this stuff. I think we talked about this last week. We didn't have all these tools when we started, and we did it without hardly any coaching whatsoever. I know I was part of a bonus group, and they kind of failed. I did not get the benefit from them. I kind of wish I bought through a different group, but hey, you never know. But if you are hearing my voice, you're hearing all of us, you guys are in a good place. And if you haven't figured that out by now, you'll figure it out very soon. So last minute things, anyone wants to share there at the end, closing remarks to get people to be on board with our team, guys?
Just one quick one. Why do you want to go with us rather than any other affiliate? I'll tell you right now. Just for the little conversation that all of us on the call are having with all of you, I've learned 2 things, and then a few other people have learned some things. We're just chatting together, and we're learning from each other. at the level that our businesses are at. So these people are phenomenal in this group. They're going to help you succeed from step one all the way and beyond. It's incredible the amount of resources and talent that this group has. I would say that some of these people are directly responsible for a big increase in my sales over the last couple of months. They're all genuine people. They all have your best interests in mind. We could be making a lot more money just investing this time in our own businesses rather than marketing this, but I feel a responsibility. As I was at my wit's end. I had nothing left, and then when I started this business, I know that I was given this opportunity so I could help others as well, and I know a lot of the others feel the same way. So you're in the right place at the right time. Don't let it pass you by, because it may not come again.
Totally agree. Whenever these guys decide that, hey, that's it, we're going to go a different direction or teach something different, or hey, this is a lot of work, we don't need to be doing this anymore, that's it. This is something you're building to your knowledge. Once you learn this stuff, it's in your head. You're gonna have it. No one can ever take that away from you, and it's a skill that you'll be able to always probably work from home. Whether Amazon is the place you're selling or you're selling at other places, the information you're going to learn is going to be a skill that probably is going to be more important to you than many different college classes, in my opinion. You're talking to someone who has a master's degree, who's not using any of the master's degree stuff besides what I am with coaching you guys, how to do that. So let's see, Jerry, few thoughts of wisdom there to end the call.
Well, really, I think in the end, I think we've really covered the huge opportunity here, right? We're all excited. It's been a great journey. I've made so many great friends through all of this. I can't imagine trying to do this any other way. Such a great group of people, not just here on the call, but you're going to be surrounded by people who want to change their lives, right? These are not people that are sitting idle. They want to make a difference, and they want to make a difference for you too. And that's just an exciting place to be. People who want to change the world and change themselves. So I hope you'll join us.
Definitely, you guys don't wait till the last minute here. I know last time I had 2 people that called me on that Saturday and said, "Oh my gosh, Dave, I totally forgot. Can I get in?" And the answer is no. You had to wait. There's no back door. There isn't like a last minute that's going to come in next week. The course closes at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on 24th, and that's it. So if take action. I actually wrote it down here. It says, basically my last things I want to say is, first of all, this is going to be recorded. Again, if you're past October 24th, it may be great information, but you're not going to be able to purchase the course. But we are recording in case you guys want to watch it again. But the main thing is here, take action. Go out there, make a difference. Whether it be if you don't think this course is for you, go out there and take action with something. Go out there and step beyond the norm. You're going to learn that from us if you're working with us. But we're not your average normal people. We're out there trying to make a difference, and we want you to do the same thing too. But you're going to have to take the action yourself and make it happen. Again, you can go out there and say, you guys see, we're all from different walks of life here, from different backgrounds. We are all very different, although we do have that full giver mentality. If we can do it, you guys can do it. It's really that easy. I mean, you can see all of us have different skills, all of us have different knowledges from all different backgrounds, and it's different time, different family stuff, all these different things that are going on. We can do it, you can do it. Come join us. We're excited to get working with you. Michael, last closing thoughts, anything?
Really, it's don't delay. I mean, we are right down to that point where you have to decide if you're going to make a decision. No, you don't have to decide if you're going to make a decision yes yet. But if you don't give yourself the opportunity to see what you can do, if you have the commitment level to go through the videos, to go through the training, and if you want this, the time to make a decision whether you're going to not do this is coming upon you. But honestly, until you've kicked the tires and test drove the car for 30 days, you're not going to know. I mean, how many times can you take a car home, drive it for 30 days, see if you like it, and then bring it back and drop it off at the dealership and tell them you don't want it anymore. It's unprecedented, the amount of information that we're going to give to you. And really the biggest part about this, and I think sometimes we really haven't emphasized this enough, it really does come down to the community, the tools, and that's what's going to keep you wanting to be involved well past the 30 days. You'll find out you can do this business. We'll show you how to do this business. You will be successful. But what you're really going to want to be involved in is the community of sellers, like-minded people that will help you accomplish your goals and help you grow and help you continue. You'll make great friends through this, and that's really, I think, what you'll, in the end, you'll find is the most powerful thing, is having those resources of like-minded people that will help you out, and that's really incredible. Thank you, Dave. Great job tonight. Any other questions, feel free, to contact, the person that recommended to you. We're available to help you answer any questions directly that you might have, and we appreciate everybody being on the call tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. And I want to share this link here. Hopefully you guys can see that on my screen. I switched it over. Is that showing on the screen right now? Can you guys see that link?
Yes, we do.
Okay. This link will take you directly to our Skype chat. And it's davekettner.com/ASM/chat. If you put that into your browser, you'll get, I'll show you what it'll show up here. Let me switch it back over. All right, hang on. If I go back to this screen and then take you to that screen. Okay, if you go to that link, it'll take you to this right here. You have questions, let us help you. Click on here, connect with your Skype. If you don't have a Skype account, you can get it for free. Connect through that, and that's the way you can access all of us. We're going to be on there tonight and all day tomorrow answering your questions. So if you have any last-minute questions, or for some reason you just don't have a link from some of us, you got on this call and you didn't have a link, we can set you up with a generic link. But more than likely you have something. But hop on there, davekettner.com/ASM/chat, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions. So with that said, guys, I think let's call it a night. We're just about at 2 hours, and we look forward to working with you. You have about 30 hours before that cart closes. Don't wait. Let's get on it. And again, as soon as you guys get that tomorrow, we'll be re-recording that one part for the Fast Start bonus webinar, and then take action. You guys will have these testimonials too, because you're going to start making sales before everyone else in ASM, because we're giving you that extra added bonus coaching that's going to make a difference in your business, and you're going to start making sales for the holidays, and you guys are going to love, and we hope that you guys are going to be giving us presents for the holidays too. Actually, just the success that you're going to have will be a gift enough for me. I'll be very happy to see if you guys have success, and I'm sure everyone here. So, okay, guys, have a great night. And you guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. Catch you on the chat, and 30 more hours to go. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye, guys.